Magnetic properties of solids. Every substance has some magnetic properties associated with it. The electrons present in the substance are responsible for those magnetic properties. If you take an electron, it has two types of motions, namely orbital motion and spin motion. When the electron revolves around the nucleus, it exhibits orbital motion. And we also know the electron spins on its own axis. So when it spins on its own axis, it exhibits spin motion. We know electron is a charged particle, and when they undergo these motions, they can be considered as small loop of current which possesses a magnetic moment. Thus, each electron has a permanent spin and an orbital magnetic moment associated with it. Magnitude of this magnetic moment is very small and it is measured in the unit called Bohr magneton. Bohr magneton is equal to 9.27 into 10 to power of minus 24 ampere meter square. On the basis of their magnetic properties, substance can be classified into 5 categories, namely paramagnetic substances, diamagnetic substances, ferromagnetic substances, antiferromagnetic substances, and ferrimagnetic substances. Now let us learn about paramagnetic substances. These substances will have one or more unpaired electrons. For example, if you take Cu2 plus ion, it has one unpaired electron. These unpaired electrons are responsible for making it to attract towards the magnetic field. But due to the presence of very few unpaired electrons, these substances are weakly attracted by a magnetic field. In the presence of external magnetic field, magnetic moment of each atom in this substance will get aligned in the same direction as that of the external magnetic field. When I am going to remove this external magnetic field, magnetic moment of these substance will get aligned in different directions. This is shown in the figure. So we say they are magnetized in the magnetic field in the same direction and they lose their magnetism in the absence of magnetic field. Magnetic moment is a measure of object's tendency to align with the applied magnetic field. It is a vector quantity. So we will represent the magnetic moment using a arrow mark. Now let us learn about diamagnetic substances. In diamagnetic substances, all the electrons will be paired and they will not have any unpaired electrons. We know if an electron spins in clockwise direction, its adjacent electron will spin in anticlockwise direction. So, the spin magnetic moment of the paired electrons will be cancelled by themselves and they lose their magnetic character. And when I am going to pass the magnetic field lines through these substance, the magnetic field lines will get bent away from the substance. So we say these substances are weakly repelled by a magnetic field. And next, when we are going to apply external magnetic field, the magnetic moment of these substances will get aligned in opposite direction from that of the external magnetic field. So we say they are weakly magnetized in a magnetic field in the opposite direction. These are the important difference between diamagnetic and paramagnetic substances. Few substances are attracted very strongly by a magnetic field. Such substances are called ferromagnetic substances. In solid state, the metal ions of ferromagnetic substances are grouped together into small regions called domains. Thus, each domain acts as a tiny magnet. In an unmagnetized piece of a ferromagnetic substances, the domains are randomly oriented and their magnetic moments get cancelled. This you can see it in the figure. But when I am going to apply external magnetic field, all these domains will get oriented in the direction of the applied magnetic field and a strong magnetic field is produced. This ordering of domains will remain even when the external magnetic field is removed, and hence the ferromagnetic substance becomes a permanent magnet. So we say these substances can be permanently magnetized. Now let us discuss about antiferromagnetic substances. In antiferromagnetic substances also, metal ions are grouped together into smaller regions called domains, and each domain will act as a tiny magnet. If you take antiferromagnetic substances, the domains are oriented in opposite direction in equal number. So they will cancel out each other's magnetic moment. Now let us discuss about ferrimagnetism. Ferrimagnetic substance also has domain structure similar to ferromagnetic substances. But the magnetic moments of these domains are aligned in parallel and antiparallel directions in unequal numbers. So they will have net magnetic moment, but the magnitude of these magnetic moments will be very small. So they will be weakly attracted by the external magnetic field as compared to ferromagnetic substances. These substances on heating will become paramagnetic substances. This is often asked 1-mark question. Which substance on heating becomes paramagnetic substance?